Okay. And
Can
your
you
first
see me?
name is, yes. Is it Desiree?
Yes.
Yes, it's an S on it.
Can't hear you like
Yes.
that.
Is your date of birth November 12th,
No,
1990?
1297.
97? Okay. Did you just have something that you had needed to pay? Or what type of court
Sir?
date are you, what type of court date did you have today?
No, it's a hearing, I believe, or I don't even know. I think it's my trial. I
Okay.
I don't believe it's today. I just think I got the days mixed up.
Okay, because I don't see anything for you. Anything. I don't see an open case or anything for you, as in
So
traffic or criminal.
so how would I know if when my court date is? Because I know this is her courtroom. It's for the case is for indecent exposure.
Okay. When did you get this ticket?
And I was supposed to be on probation or like a small time probation and not get like no traffic tickets or nothing like that until a certain
Okay.
date. And then she said that
Okay,
she'll
I'm
throw it
going to
out.
give you, okay, I'm gonna give you my phone number to call me. You ready?
1 second. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, 313
Hmm.
965
Okay.
2280.
Okay.
Okay, you can call me right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tripp.
Morning, Mr. Pikins.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
See Mr. Griffin. Good morning, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Mr. Reed. Good morning, Mr. Pikins.
Hey, Mr. Griffin.
Ms. Drew, are you our clerk today?
Yes, I am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. If you have any offers from Attorney Rosenthal, could you send those to Mr. Pikins and myself?
I sure will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't see any picture. I don't see any. Open case for you at this moment.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Give me 1 second.
Good morning, Judge. This is the court reporter.
Morning, Ms.
I hear-
Sayers. How are you this morning?
I'm well. I hear a lot of static. Can I leave out and come back in?
Absolutely. We're starting in like a minute, but go right ahead.
All right. I'm back. I still hear it, but thank you.
You do? Okay, I don't hear it on my end, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, we are going to get started. Good morning to everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as the presiding judge on this morning. We are starting this morning with our specialty court docket. And so since I see a number of familiar faces, I won't go through all of the rules that we follow here at 36th District Court, even in our virtual courtroom. So I'm going to start this morning by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record, please. You may proceed.
Yes, thank you, and good morning, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I'll have the case managers place your appearance on the record. Mr. Griffin, you're at the top of the screen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And then I see Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. And then Ms. Robs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robb, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, good morning, Ms. Robs. With that, I'm going to ask the attorney, are there any preliminary matters for the court to consider?
Yes, Judge, I see that there's one traffic case in the courtroom, Miss Tanya Yala. She needs to go into a breakout room so that we might discuss her traffic situation.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. And so I am going to create those breakout rooms. Did you get my text? All right. You good, Leah? You good? I'm not even patient. Now, why y'all have no vacation? Why y'all have no vacation? I can't see state before I get to work tomorrow. You don't be listening. All right, Mr. Attorney Reed, I am sending you an invitation to a breakout room along with Tanya Ayala. Both of you, please accept the invitation.
Thank you. I have
Any
it.
other preliminary? Yeah. Any other preliminary matters for the court's consideration?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if nothing else, I am ready to start with the docket. Any preliminary matters from the case managers? None? None? All right, very good. Then Mr. Griffin, I'll start with you. Do you have any phase threes on this morning?
No, Your Honor, just phase two.
All right, and then I see Ms. Yancey. Do you have any phase threes on this morning?
Just one, but he's physically in the courtroom.
Okay, and you want to wait to come down to do that individual?
If he could go up to the podium, it should be pretty simple. That would be Mr. Brandon Caldwell.
All right, Mr. Caldwell, if you could join us at the podium, please. All right, I have the following. For Brandon Caldwell, I have Z805-7351. Mr. Caldwell, please state your full name for the record.
Brandon Christopher Caldwell.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Morning, man.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good, just a little tired.
Oh, you've been working?
Yeah.
All right.
And I lost my phone, that's what I mean.
I heard you lost your phone, but look at you taking care of business. You done raised the bar, because when folks lose their phones from now on, you know, report down to this courthouse. Do not sit around talking about I didn't come and I didn't dial in because I lost my phone. Mr. Caldwell said, no, you come on down to the courthouse. So thank you for coming in this morning. Mr. Caldwell, how did you do over the holiday?
Pretty good.
You did, what did you do?
Work and came home to a nice home cooked meal.
Okay, all right, that's good, that's good. Did you have any challenges during the holiday?
No.
None?
No.
All right, very good. Did you make it to the graduation?
Yeah, okay.
All right, what did you think of it? And what did you take away from it, if anything?
Very positive, motivation.
Okay, did it motivate you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Listen to a couple people's stories.
all right, very good, very good. That's the whole hope of the, purpose of the graduation is to motivate those, to celebrate those that are finishing and to motivate those that are still there, maybe don't want to be here, but still here nonetheless.
Right.
And so to motivate you to keep going, keep going. It does pay off. And there's a community of people that care about what's going on with you.
Right.
So I hope you took that away from the graduation.
Oh, I did.
All right, very good. How's your dad?
Oh, you okay?
Okay, he didn't come with you this morning. All right, make sure you tell him I asked about him. He's still supportive of you on this journey?
Yes, he is.
All right, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. You have any questions this morning for the team? We staffed you. There were no issues brought to my attention. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not right offhand. No.
Okay, very good. But you're in contact with Mr. Yancey, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, what do you have for Mr. Caldwell?
Your Honor, Mr. Caldwell, he's doing really well at this time. The screenings have been how we want them to be, which are negative. There has been no notifications on the device that we put him on. He made his appointment with Popoff, and I do have the results of that. So he's doing very well at this time. He's in full compliance with us. We're really pleased. He came back in our program May 19th, and he's been doing excellent since that time. His disposition has been much more positive. So everything is going well, and we applaud Mr. Caldwell for coming in, knowing that he lost his phone, and knowing that the best thing to do was to physically come in. We really appreciate that. So he's in good standing at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Mr. Caldwell has indicated that he didn't have any questions for the team. So what's next for Mr. Caldwell?
Your Honor, we want Mr. Caldwell to come back on June 27th for a 10:35 appointment with me.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, do you want me to have Mr. Caldwell have a seat, or if he's in phase 3?
I think he's the only phase 3. He can go. The only thing I want Mr. Caldwell to know is that if he gets a new phone or finds his phone, to call me before his court date.
All right. All right, very good. Then if there are no other 3, Ms. Robson, you have any people in phase 3 this morning?
I do, Your Honor. Mr. Brian Mansell.
All right, so Mr. Caldwell, I'm gonna have you stick with us until we do all of the phase 3. There's only one more person, and then I'm gonna release you. That way I satisfy best practices, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Good to see you today.
Good to see you too.
All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Mansell. All right, Mr. Mansell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm well, allergies.
Your allergies, because you don't sound like the usual Mr. Mansell. I had to look on the screen, make sure it's not an imposter.
Yeah, the hay fever got me, man. It's a lot of pollen.
Yes, yeah, it is. It's Michigan, it's Michigan, it's Michigan. All right, Mr. Mansell, let me call your case number. I have number 2000057FD. All right, state your name for the record, Mr. Mansell.
Brian Mansell.
All right, how are you other than allergies, hay fever? How are you doing?
I'm well.
You doing well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have that, your restricted license with your device?
Yes,
All right, how's that going?
everything is fine. It's car problems, but other than that, everything else is fine.
Car problems that have nothing to do with the device, right?
No problems with the device.
All right, very good. So we have not received any negative reports from Smart Start, so that means you're following all of the instructions, right?
Right.
All right, very good. How did you do for the holiday, Mr. Mansell?
Oh, I did fine. I just visited my mom. That was it. We didn't do anything much.
Okay, all right. Are you having any issues, any struggles, anything you need us to help you with?
No.
All right. You were at the graduation?
Yes, ma'am. I saw you.
What did you take away from it, if anything?
Oh, it was really positive. It's motivation to go ahead and get finished with everything that I need to do. It was a really nice graduation. It was well put together.
The team did it, Mr. Wade, Mr. Morgan, case managers, they did an excellent job of putting that together. Yes, they did for you all, and I was excited to be a part of it. All I did was show up, and so I cannot take any credit at all, and I won't. So they did a very good job. All right, Mr. Mansell, any questions for the team this morning?
No.
All right, Ms. Robs.
Your Honor, as Mr. Matt,
Uh-oh, you went back on mute, Ms. Robs.
my apologies. As Mr. Mansell reported out, Your Honor, he is in full compliance. We are still waiting on a payment. Mr. Mansell did send me an email in regard to that. He has completed all the requirements of his order, including the community service, alcohol highway safety, the arms program, the sobriety video. We're just waiting, Your Honor, for him to make his payments. He is continuing to work. He remains compliant with his testing at ATS with all negative screens. I have not received any report as indicated prior with the Smart Start device, no issues. He is in compliance at this time, no issues to report.
All right, very good. Is there anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Mansell?
No, Judge, she's doing a great job.
All right, very good. Ms. Robs, what's next for Mr. Mansell?
Your Honor, a face-to-face with Mr. Mansell on June 20th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Mansell?
June the 20th, 10:30 a.m.
10:35, yes, sir. All right, very good. Those are all of our phase 3 participants, Mr. Caldwell, Mr. Mansell. I want both of you to enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure that you keep in touch with your case managers, and if you need us, by all means, drop in, do whatever you need to do. Take care, you are both excused.
All right, have a good one.
All right, thank you. Did Mr. Caldwell leave already? Where's Mr. Caldwell? Oh, he went for testing. Okay. Mr. Yancey, you sent Mr. Caldwell for testing?
Yes, Your Honor, even though he is compliant with testing, since he was here, I did.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank
Did you send Mr. Adams for testing?
I did not. I
Okay,
can.
you need to send Mr. Adams. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Very good. With that, I am now going to move to our phase 2 people. Mr. Griffin, I'll start with you. Phase 2.
Latasha Bennett.
All right, Miss Bennett, good morning to you. Unmute and put your face in the camera. I need to see your whole face.
Yeah, bring your camera. There you go.
There you go. Good morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Fine, and you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have case number 20GC01282. And then I also have the following: SP 7918741, SX 2027361, and case number 14058166601. Miss Bennett, state your full name for me.
Latasha Bennett.
All right, Miss Bennett, how are you this morning?
Fine here. So you look kind of blurry. Everybody else is coming in fine. You look blurry a little bit.
I know. I don't know what they did to me this morning. No talent. They probably put some kind of filter on there to try to make me look like a monster. I don't know. But you know it's me, right, Miss Bennett? You could tell my voice.
Yes, 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 yes.
She's like, yes, honey, I know that voice. Miss Officer, if you could call Jordan Curtis or Miss Taylor and let them know that Mr. Calamity, there's Mr. Curtis. All right, I'll call your case next. I just realized Mr. Calamity was on. All right, Miss Bennett, how'd you do with the holiday?
I did well. I worked and then I went over family house. Just sat on the porch and played cards and stuff with them.
Okay, what kind of cards did you play?
Phase 10.
Oh, I don't know how to play that one. All right, phase. I learned how to play. My 92-year-old aunt during Mother's Day holiday, she taught me how to play pity pat. She played me for quarters and she took all my money. Yeah, off of 92 years old, took all my money. Took all my money. I don't even play for money. She said she taught me how to play, but she does not play for free. And so I had to go send folks out to get some quarters, and she took all my money. 92 years old, just a shame.
You had to
No
pay.
shame.
You had to pay to learn.
Right, I had to pay to learn, and that's exactly what I did. I had to pay to learn, and I had to become comfortable with losing. Because my husband's like, I'm not going to get not another quarter for you from the laundromat, the liquor store, the grocery store. I'm just not going to do it. So I had to learn how to lose. I did, and lose gracefully. I did. She was 92. What I was going to do? Yeah. Oh God. Well, that's good.
You
I'm
weren't
glad
gonna
you
drag
had
her in the court.
No, she too feisty. No. I'm glad you had a good holiday. I am. You taking good care of yourself, Miss Bennett?
Yes.
All right, very good. How's work going?
Work is going fine. I'm just getting tired of working on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay. Is there an end in sight with respect to that weekend work?
Everybody have to work.
Yeah, I know, because people are not coming to work and all that good stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, hang in there. Hang in there.
I am.
It won't last forever, I hope. But hang in there.
I am.
All right. Very good. What'd you take away from the graduation, if anything?
I really enjoyed it, being around positive energy, and I was happy for them because I wanted to be them. I wanted to be in that chair, hurry up and get off.
Listen, ma'am, listen. Don't hurry. Learn everything you need to learn, and then you'll get in that chair. She said, any chair. I just want to be in that one of those chairs.
I want to be in any one of those chairs.
You will be. Keep working hard, doing what you're doing. Ms. Bennett, you have come a long way. You should be proud of yourself. I certainly am. And I want to just encourage you to keep going, okay?
Yes.
All right, you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin?
Like reported, Ms. Bennett is doing well. No problems with testing. I did sign her up for aftercare. If she have any aftercare needs with Lake Ridge. Yep. So she has that at her work. Did receive payments. She just about finished paying off her car. She made a $250 payment. So she's well on her way. We did kind of staff the other day, and I would like to recommend that she be promoted to phase 3 today. She's on course. She'll be due to complete our program in December of this year, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, any objection or team members to the promotion of Latasha Bennett to phase 3?
No objection, Judge, and congratulations, Ms. Bennett. No objection.
Thank you.
Yes, well deserved.
All right, Ms. Bennett, if you go to phase 3 today, that means you're one step closer to being in one of those chairs, ma'am. So I
Praise
think
God.
everybody in the courtroom join me in congratulating Latasha Bennett on her promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Ms. Bennett.
Thank
All
you.
right, you are on your way. You are well on your way.
Thank
All
you.
right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Ms. Bennett?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a face-to-face on June the 27th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Ms. Bennett?
Yes, ma'am. June
All right,
27th
very
at
good.
10:35.
Yeah.
At 10:35 a.m. All right, I need you to hang in there with us while we do all of our phase 2s. And Miss Bennett, tell something you can say or share to encourage someone that's in phase 2 or maybe in phase 1.
It's not easy, but just take it day by day and keep praying and have faith in yourself because you can do it.
You can do it. Thank you, Miss Bennett. I appreciate it. All right, mute yourself. Hang in there with us.
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, any phase 2s?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Mr. Garrett Wartell on.
Mr. Wartell. Come on, Mr. Wartell. I saw Mr. Wartell at graduation and he looks like he's about 15 years old. Did I tell you that, Mr. Wartell?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. You have a bad connection.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're saying that I look really young. You know, I shaved up and you got a little haircut, but I'm still 25 and I'll look, 18 when I'm 30.
There you go, Mr. Wartell. There you go. Mr. Wartell said, no guessing. He is still 25. All right, Mr. Wartell, let me place your case number on the record. I have the following for you. Case number 200-589-1801. State your full name for me.
Garrett Wartell.
All right, Mr. Wartell, how did you do during the holiday?
I did really good during the holiday. You know, I was with family and I didn't go out with any friends. I'm going to be honest, there was a lot of temptation out there, especially with the younger crowd, to, go downtown Detroit and, get wrapped up in a bunch of stuff. I had some friends that, ended up getting in fights and, just getting pulled over, and they're all going to be getting in trouble. They're still in, the group of friends that, we all used to hang out with, but I just made that decision to, stay with my family, stay out of Detroit and Wayne County, and stay at my dad's house. So, that's what I had to do to make sure to keep myself out of trouble and, not get wrapped up in any type of stuff that would harm my sobriety and any chances of, harming this program that I'm in. So.
All right, Mr. Wartell, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You made, I'm sure, what may have been a tough decision. to not hang out with your friends. I want to thank you for your honesty. The holidays are very tempting. It's just everybody celebrating. We've been in a pandemic. We've been separated from each other. And so it's so easy to fall back in. So thank you for staying true to yourself first, and then staying committed to the program. I appreciate that. Now, you know, everybody that know me, y'all know I got to tell him, Detroit ain't the problem. Mr. Griffin, I know you was waiting on it. Detroit is not the problem. You know, you can go anywhere and you've got to change on the inside. Because I live, work, shop, raise children, grandchildren, and get my hair done, go to church, all of that in Detroit. And I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm still knock on wood because somebody might push my buttons today and change my whole destiny. But listen, so it's not the place, it's not the location, it's what's going on in you. But I applaud you for doing what you needed to do in order to keep yourself on track. And if not coming downtown in Detroit or in Wayne County or wherever is what you needed, I applaud you for doing that.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job.
No matter what, there's always going to be someone or something to, you know, bring something negative into your life. There's always going to be someone that's down to party or distract you from your goals. And there's going to be very minimal people that want to help you and, you know, watch you succeed in those things. So you just got to find those people. And I guess, like you said, no matter where you are, whether I'm in Texas or Michigan, you can always find trouble. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I was glad to see you at the graduation. It was good to see everybody in person. I want y'all to know I did break all of the COVID rules because I am the COVID police. I just stopped testing every day since graduation. I was testing every day because I think I hugged everybody. I think I just about hugged every doggone body in there. And so I'm on track now, and I'm back in my COVID square. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but it was just so good to see you all. And I just wanted to let you all, you know, when you put that name with face and height and all those good things, it was just great. So it was really great. Did you get any takeaways from the graduation, Mr. Wartell?
Yeah, you know, I really saw the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess you could say, being there and like just experiencing the positivity. And, you know, I want my family to be at that graduation, watching me graduate and, you know, having that, you know, part of my life over with, and knowing that the next chapter is, you know, coming up soon, and, you know, just having that there.
Yes. And I hope your family will be there with you because you're doing a great job. There was nothing to report as to issues for you. You did what you were supposed to do over the holidays. Very proud of you. Please make sure you let Attorney Chupak know that I asked about her and that you're doing very, very well. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Wartell, he's doing really well. He still continues his treatment, which include group and individual with Kathy Smiggles. I'm trying to invite her to our staffing. You know, other than that, his screenings are great. He has to start making some payments. I'm gonna help him with that, on how to do that. But he's been doing really well. He's still in alignment with his goals, which is, you know, staying more organized, being more open in therapy, and at some point being able to go visit his mother. So you know, he's in good shape to the point where, Your Honor, we want to promote him to phase 3 today.
All right, y'all. Wonderful. Any objection from any of the team members?
No objections, Judge, and congratulations. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Wartell, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Come on, let's congratulate Mr. Wartell on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Mr. Wortell. You should be so proud of yourself. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Wortell, I need some words of encouragement or wisdom for the rest of the folks that are on here today.
You know, just stay focused on the task at hand and be true to the program and let it run its course on you. And just understand that, like I said, what I saw at the graduation, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you can keep sobriety a part of your life. You can keep positivity a part of your life, no matter how much negativity or no matter how much a situation impacts you. So stay focused at the task at hand and just know that there is that light.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wortell. Mr. Yancey,
Yes,
what's
Your
next
Honor.
for Mr. Wortell?
Your Honor, we're gonna have Mr. Wortell do a face-to-face on June 27th of this year at 10:35. And I just wanted to say when I first saw Mr. Wortell at the graduation, I went up to him and he said, "You're not as short as I thought you were." So, and I still didn't violate him. So, so he's in good standing. He's in good standing, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Wortell, I need you to hang with me until we finish up phase 2, okay?
All righty.
All right, thank you, sir. Place yourself on mute. All right, Ms. Ross, who do you have in phase 2?
Your Honor, I have Mr. Mario Rice. He's actually in the courtroom.
Is that Mr. Rice? All right, you ready for Mr. Rice, Ms. Ross?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, come on, Mr. Rice. Good morning to you. How Mr. Rice looked totally different, Ms. Ross. Did you see him?
I did, Your Honor.
And he looks different, doesn't he? He looks good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Look, he took his mask out so I could see, so he can smile. All right, put that mask back on your face. All right, very good. Let me call your case, Mr. Rice. I have case number Z8066581. State your full name for me.
Mario Rice.
All right, Mr. Rice, how are you doing?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
All right, very good. How did you do? You know, I want to know. How'd you do over the holiday?
I did good. I just stayed in the house with my mother, watched kids, stayed there watching movies with my mother, my son staying home. Basically just stayed in the house under AC.
All right, under the AC, because it was a nice one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. No issues during the holiday?
No, ma'am. Stayed out the way.
All right, very good. Very good. Are you still at Lake Ridge?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you like it?
I'm prospering more in there. I'm usher for the church now. I'm Nehemiah's man. I'm completing all my class and my work. I'm hopefully to start my peer coaching classes. So I'm just trying to move forward, starting a better and better life.
Miss Ross, did you hear all of this?
It's very muffled, Your Honor.
It's muffled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, Mr. Rice said he is at Lake Ridge. He's doing well. He's going to church. He's now an usher at church. He's getting ready to start some peer recovery classes. What else did you tell me? And you're looking forward to a better life. I summarized it, right? All right, Miss Robs, you heard that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are doing excellent. You're doing excellent. What do you think has really helped you to get on track? Because at first you were kind of teeter-tottering. You were 1 foot in, maybe 2 toes in, and then a foot and 3 toes out. What's helped you to jump in and do this, Mr. Rice?
It was the help, the focus on me doing better, the help from the church, the hands-on, the care that they gave me, knowing that I can push forward and do better. So I grasped it and I kept going with it, staying strong with what I need to know and what I need to do to better myself.
Yeah, Ms. Ross, he said the hands-on, the hands-on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good, very good. All right, are you having any issues, any difficulties that you need us to help you with?
No, ma'am.
No? All right, what brought you down here this morning? Oh, he had to come in physically, Miss Robs?
Yes, Your Honor. Occasionally I have them come in just to put my eyes on them if I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh, okay. You know, okay, when I have them come in, you know they in trouble. So thank you, Miss Robs, for letting me know. I'm like, why Miss Robs had you come in? But that's wonderful. Put your eyes on them. Make sure everybody's still lining up and nothing has changed. I love it. All right. Miss Robs, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Rice?
Your Honor, I just want to concur with some of the things that Mr. Rice reported out, but I also do want to say, Your Honor, you know, I just want to say to Mr. Rice that it is a pleasure working with him. He is completely recovery focused. You know, ever since going over to Lake Ridge, I have seen a drastic change in his behavior and just a complete difference from the first time he went into treatment. I think this time, you know, he did outline some goals, and I did receive a progress report from Mr. Williams, which indicated that, you know, heat has been very beneficial. The heat program has been very beneficial for Mr. Rice. He has taken it, yes, Your Honor, that he has taken in the concepts and is currently applying them to his daily life. You know, he's focused on pro-social living, pro-social activities, you know, implementing boundaries, you know, implementing change thinking, solution-focused thinking. He's still, you know, working there. He is still in a leadership position there. We did discuss, you know, some things. We talked about some payments as he is in phase 2. He did discuss, Your Honor, that he plans on making a $200 payment next week towards his costs and fines. He did indicate, Your Honor, that he wanted to stay focused. You know, he wanted to continue the Nehemiah Men, which is the usher for the church at Lake Ridge, maintain his employment there, follow up with his medical. He does have an appointment on tomorrow, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Rice, to follow up, which was one of his goals. He does want to get his license back. He did talk about long-term, which would be independent living, either, you know, getting a house or an apartment, looking into that. Also purchasing a vehicle and continuing family reunification with his children. Your Honor, because Mr. Rice has done an extra, oh, and also, Your Honor, he's fully compliant with negative testing. He will test on today as well. But because of that, Your Honor, his consistency and progressing throughout this process, I would ask on today, Your Honor, that he be promoted to phase 3.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Any objection or anything from any of the other team members?
No objections, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Rice, on your promotion. You're working the program. We know it's not easy, but be proud of yourself. We're proud of you too. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Rice, you ready to go to phase 3? All right, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Rice. Congratulations, 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 sir. All right, for those that have been promoted today in phase 2 to phase 3, I want you all to remember this is not the time to take shortcuts. Continue to work hard, continue to do well, because in phase 3, the sanctions are much harsher because we have inundated you with a number of resources that if you have an issue, you have a number of avenues that you can take other than picking up. And so we want you to work hard. So I'm so happy for you, Mr. Rice. Let me get what's next for you, Ms. Robs.
Your Honor, if I could have a face-to-face with Mr. Rice on June 20th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Rice? All right, very good. If nothing else, I'm gonna have you wait for a second until we finish out all of our phase 2s, okay? All right, very good. Take care. Good to see you in person. All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, do you have any more phase 2s?
Yes, Your Honor. Lakeisha Anderson.
All right, come on, Miss Anderson. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I have the following for you. I have case number 201-29277. State your full name for me.
Lakeisha Anderson.
All right, Miss Anderson, how are things going with you?
Me, I'm well. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. You working your program?
Yes.
Is that working out for you?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on with you this morning?
I'm
You seem
sleepy.
different.
I'm
Oh, why are you
sleepy.
sleeping? Why are you sleeping?
Because I have insomnia sometimes and I don't be able to go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Are you under doctor's care for that?
Yeah and no. He prescribed me something, but I didn't take it because I was in the court. So
Okay. Well, now don't let that be a reason you don't follow your doctor's orders. You get with your case manager and make sure we're good, because sleep is important.
it is
Definitely important. Yes, ma'am. And to do without it, you're really cheating yourself. And so don't use us for a scapegoat. Now, if you just don't want to take the medicine because you don't want to take it, then that's one thing. But if there is an issue, then you are concerned, get with your case manager immediately. So if there's, I don't want you to say what the medicine is, but we can dispel any concerns that you may have about whether or not it's something that's permissible in the program. Okay?
okay.
All right, very good. And so let's make sure that you do that. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. How did you do during the holiday?
It was fine. I just went over to my family house. We played spades and left, right, center, and had water fights and stuff like that. We're real childish.
That's good. So you did some family stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so have you noticed anything different about yourself?
For me, I would say patience.
Okay.
I've been working on patience, and that's really the main thing.
All right. Very good. Very good. That's something that you will have to continue to work on throughout every phase of life, right?
You do.
A new level of patience. Yes, 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 yes. All right. You were at the graduation. What were your takeaways, if anything?
The graduation was monumental. Like, I was so excited just for the people because they were so excited and their family. And it shows that there's an end, because I just feel like I've been in here forever. I'm with Miss Bennett. Like, where is the seat? Where is the
Yes.
seat?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were excited. Did you get anything out of the graduation?
I did. It shows that the program can be done if you put effort. It shows that, there are people rooting for you and they care about your well-being. And the speeches were very good that everyone gave. The poem, I love the poem.
Yes.
I love the poem. Like, that was very heartfelt.
Miss Van Alstine.
Yes.
Yes. She did a phenomenal job. Yes, she
did. She did.
Very good. Well, it was good to see you at the graduation, to see you in person. You are doing a great job, Miss Anderson. I hope that you are encouraged to keep going. And what are some words of either wisdom or encouragement that you can provide for everybody else that's in the courtroom?
Although it may seem hard at times, you could pretty much do anything that you put your mind to.
Yes.
That's probably the best advice.
Yes. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it.
Yes.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, Ms. Anderson, like she said, she's in compliance. She has the interlock, but no violations with the interlock device.
Great.
She's just about completed all the conditions in phase 2. And she also have aftercare at Lake Ridge. And so my recommendation today is, Your Honor, is to promote her to phase 3 to keep her on track for a December graduation.
All right, very good. Any objection from any of the other team members?
No objection, Judge.
All right, very good. Ms. Anderson, you ready?
Yes.
All right, come on, everybody, join me in congratulating Ms. Anderson on her promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Ms. Anderson. Congratulations. All right, what's next for Ms. Anderson?
Your Honor, she'll be coming back for a face-to-face on June the 27th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Very good. Do you have that, Ms. Anderson?
I do, June 27th at 10:35 face-to-face.
Yes, ma'am. All right, congratulations to you. I'm gonna have you mute. And then I'll see if there are any more phase 2 people that joined us on time. I'm not doing folks that joined us late. That I'm doing the people who joined us on time. I'll come back around later to the folks that joined us later. All right, and so any more phase 2s?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Miss Tina Nolan.
Where's Miss Nolan? Good morning, Miss Nolan. Miss Nolan?
Good morning.
There you are. Good morning. Good morning. All right, Miss Nolan. I have the following matter for you. I have case number 200-612-9102. State your full name for the record, Miss Nolan.
Tina Marie Nolan.
All right, Miss Nolan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just great.
Yes, you are, Miss Nolan. You are doing just great. And so, how did you do for the holiday?
I did well. I went to my family's, barbecued, and that was about it. Just hung out with the kids and the grandkids.
All right, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. All right, what did you do during the holiday to stay on track?
Just stayed with the family. Just hung out with family and stayed at home, cleaned and cooked.
Okay, cleaned and cooked. Very good. Did you get any meetings in? Did you do anything for your program during the holiday?
Yes, I did. I went to a meeting. Matter of fact, I went to a meeting with Miss McKinney last week. We went to a meeting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good, very good. What have you learned since the last time I've seen you, Miss Nolan?
Just to keep at it. Just keep working. You got to keep working.
Got to keep working.
Graduation was beautiful.
It was. What did you get out of it?
I can't wait till it's my turn.
I think everybody kind of got that, right, Miss Nolan? I can't wait till it's my turn. Yes.
Great. A lot of information, a lot of, caring, considerate people. It was very nice.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are you having any difficulties, any challenges that you need us to help you with, Miss Nolan?
No, not at this time, no.
All right, very good. Well, you look good today.
Thank
sound
you.
good. I hope you feel good.
I do.
Yes,
Other than
good. Wonderful. Uh-oh, I didn't hear you.
I said, other than allergies, everything is good.
I know that seems to be everybody's number one complaint these days, allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very good. Well, do what you can to take good care of yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. Miss McKinney, is there anything you'd like to add?
As same as always, she's just very focused. She doesn't let anything get her off track. She's keeping her recovery first, and I'm just proud of her. She never complains. She just she acknowledges something's going on, and she says she's going to get past it and she'll get through it, and that's exactly what she does.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Ms. McKinney. Do you have any recommendations for the court as to Ms. Nolan in order to keep her on track?
She's doing everything she's supposed to. We are gonna be going to a meeting together again this week. We just, no recommendations at all. She's doing great.
All right, very good, very good. All right, with that, Ms. Ross, what do you have for Ms. Nolan?
Your Honor, as everyone I believe has indicated so far, Ms. Nolan is, doing an excellent job. She remains compliant, Your Honor, with her testing. She remains compliant with her outpatient. Her therapist is Ms. Lee at Share House. I did reach out to Ms. Lee. I'm just awaiting a response, but I did get word back from the clinical director, Ms. Norris, and she did not report any issues at this time with Ms. Nolan. Ms. Nolan continues to work on her goals. We did discuss, payment as she is in phase 2. We did also discuss, some of her other goals. I do want to say, Your Honor, with regard to achievements, one of her goals was that she gets started on her Social Security benefits, and she has accomplished that goal. So I just want to give her an applause for that.
Yes, wonderful. Yes.
Your Honor, she remains consistent. As Ms. McKinney indicated, if she has an issue, she does know how to reach out, but she is very, very proactive and, working out her problems. She's very, again, solution focused. I also, concur with you, Ms. McKinney. I am extremely proud of Ms. Nolan. Ms. Nolan, we started off rough, but over the course of this time,
yeah.
yes, ma'am. But you know what? You have, accomplished so much in a short time. And I just want to encourage you, ma'am, to continue to keep up the good work because you look beautiful. And I encourage you to continue to pour into yourself and your recovery as you deserve it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. If nothing else, asked to Ms. Nolan, Ms. Robs, what's next?
Your Honor, if I can have a face-to-face with Ms. Nolan on June 20th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, Ms. Nolan, did you get that?
Yes, I did. 10:35 on 6/20.
All right, very good, very good. Ms. Nolan, I want you to keep up the great work that you're doing. Hang in there with us for a few more minutes. I am going to do Mr. Lamar, and then I'm going to do Mr. Murray, and then I'm going to excuse the people that I've seen already. Mr. Curtis, I keep forgetting that you have Mr. Calamy. Do you need to go in a breakout room with an attorney? Or what do you want to do?
Well, for Mr. Calamy, I know there's some things that we have to discuss in staffing. So I would like to push Mr. Calamy out to the 29th.
The 29th?
Yes. Or is that too far?
Yeah, that's too far.
That's too far.
That's
okay,
too
we can
far.
Let's do the 15th.
The 15th. Okay, that will work.
Okay.
And so let me just place on the record very quickly. I have for Dale, good morning at the Wayne County Jail. I have for Dale Calamy, case number 200-454-0901. Mr. Calamy, state your full name, please.
Dale Calamy.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Calamy. All right, how are things going for you?
All right.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. You didn't look too good when I saw you earlier or last week, and so you look much better today. Are you feeling better?
A little bit.
All right, very good. I want you to continue to do what you're supposed to do while we seek to get you squared away. Mr. Curtis, I need you to shoot me a message as to what we needed to do, because I would like to get him into services as opposed to just keeping him at the Wayne County Jail. And I'd like to do that sooner than later. The 15th just seems so far away.
Yes, it is, Your Honor, but I know we having some trouble with Mr. Calamy absconding from treatment of several times. So, but I'll send you an email.
All right. So this is what we'll do, Mr. Curtis. and Mr. Calamy. I'm gonna put Mr. Calamy on my docket for, let's see, that would be June 15th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. Mr. Curtis, let's talk about Mr. Calamy today, because Mr. Calamy, part of the problem is that you keep absconding or leaving treatment, and we need you to stay in treatment so you can get the help that you need. And so you kind of put us in a bad place where, do we continue to use our resources to put tether on you and all of those things, and you keep walking away? So I'll have some discussion with Mr. Curtis about that, hopefully on today, and then we'll make a decision. And if we need to get you back before the 15th, we will do that. We'll just have the 15th as a holding date, okay, Mr. Curtis? But I'd like to get him in some services earlier, but you're right, I do need to talk with you about what that looks like, because he keeps leaving treatment. So,
Okay.
all
I'll
right.
just, all right.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Calamy, I'm gonna see you maybe before the 15th, but no later than June 15th, okay? All right, thank you. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail. Thank you, Mr. Curtis.
Your Honor,
All right, yes.
there are some people from the traffic docket who I would like to be placed in a breakout room when it's okay.
I'll do it now.
That would be Al Barmaki, Ali Alali. There's a person on a telephone, which I'll talk to and try to straighten him out or her out. And then there's also
Yes, because I can't do their case on the phone. They'll have to come to the courthouse.
Correct.
All right.
Good.
I'm
And there's
trying
also
to go through those names. Please don't talk out in my courtroom. Please don't talk out in my courtroom. Thank you so much. If you get an invitation to a breakout room, please accept that invitation. If you are an attorney representing a client, please call the courtroom so that you can check in with my clerk. But if you get an invitation, please accept the invitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have one.
If you are an attorney, please call the courtroom in area code 313-965-2280 so that my clerk can help you. All right, thank you so much. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go to Mr. Lamar. Mr. Lamar, if you could unmute for me. Good morning, Mr. Lamar.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have Z8067021. State your full name for the record, please.
Michael Lamar.
All right, Mr. Lamar, how are you this morning?
I'm well, Your Honor. Everything is good. Just a little bit of family issues. That's about it at the moment.
Okay, you having some family issues? Are there issues that you're committed to working through?
I don't think they'll be able to work this one out, but it's bad.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
It's kind of one of them issues. Like I don't know what to do. So it's tough. You gotta work through it as a family.
I can't hear you, Mr. Lamar.
Oh, well, this is one of them issues that it's just one of them unfortunate. Nothing you can do about it. So it's
okay. All right, what are you doing to stay on track in spite of the family issue?
Oh, just continue to doing what I'm, staying at home, still going to my meetings, work, just being a homebody, y'all. I'm getting older now, so I just like to sit on the porch.
Okay, you like to sit on your porch? I do too.
You know your neighbor, all that good stuff.
There you go. Mr. Lamar, I just got my chairs brought out a couple of weeks ago to sit on my front porch. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. I never imagined I'd do that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm like, y'all just bought a swing from Home Depot. Double swing.
You went and got a swing from Home Depot.
Yeah,
I'm not going that far now, Mr. Lamar. That's real old, but okay. Yeah. All right. Are you having any issues with working your program?
No, Your Honor, not at all.
No issues? All right. Were you at the graduation?
Oh yes, I was. I brought my mom with me. She had attended. So she really enjoyed it. Got a chance to talk to Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens on a personal level. They're just down to earth, and Mr. Griffin. So it was great.
That's good. Did you get any takeaways from the graduation?
I'm gonna echo everybody else. Can't wait to sit there. So,
Okay, can't wait to be in that one of those chairs. All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Lamar?
He's reporting accurate, Your Honor. Testing, no problems with testing. I did get an opportunity to meet his mom at the graduation. That was nice. And other than that, he's doing well. You know, he still had two other pending matters. He has a final pretrial set up with Judge Bryant for October 25th, 2022. And then he has the Frank Murphy case. He have a final conference set up for July the 6th on that case. So other than that, he's doing all his bond things that he's supposed to do. No issues with anything like that. So just kind of waiting the process to see what's going to happen with these other cases. But he still continues to be compliant with your order, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Lamar. All right, I need you to share some words of wisdom or some encouragement with the courtroom on this morning.
Yeah, it was just for the new people. Which is work the program. Don't let it work for you. You know, it'll pay off today.
And it'll pay off. There you go. Work the program. Just work it. When you're trying to get around it, the program ends up working you, and that's just not good. It's not good.
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts. Yes, Mr. Lamar. No shortcuts. We can't afford them. All right, Mr. Griffin. What's next for Mr. Lamar?
Your Honor, Mr. Lamar will be coming back June the 27th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. and that will be for a face-to-face.
All right, very good, very good. Let me see, 27. Got it.
And I think he was the last phase 2 person, Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken.
He's your last phase 2?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Then for phase 2 individuals whose cases I've already heard on this morning, I want to encourage you to keep going. Keep working hard. For those of you who have been promoted to phase 3, I want to encourage you, keep working hard and congratulations to you. Listen, if you need us, reach out. Reach out to the resources that we have made available to you. We are here to help you. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see some of you in a few weeks. Keep up the good work. Goodbye.
Apologize, Judge.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm in phase 2 as well. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get to you, I'll get to you, Mr. Gordon.
I'm sorry. I'm so
All
sorry.
right.
I mean, talk out of turn. I apologize.
That's okay. You're good. You're good. All right. I'm ready to go to Mr. Lamar. You're free to leave. Okay. Unless you just want to stay. All right. Let's go to Mr. Murray. Good morning, Mr. Murray.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Now listen, Mr. Murray, I'm going to tell you. So open disclosure. When Mr. Murray, after we finished our court proceeding, I think last week or week before, Mr. Murray was with me. And for Mr. Murray, I was not going to give him my speech about being young and all of that stuff. And he was still in the courtroom, and I gave it to him, and I told him, I said, Mr. Murray, you look like my son. My son used to wear his hair like that, and he's cut it off now. But you look like my son, and I said his name, my son's name. And Mr. Murray knew my son, knows my son. And that just, I stood up, well, how do you know my baby? And my 26-year-old baby, right? So full disclosure, I'm gonna tell, and I asked Mr. Murray for permission to let my son know that he asked about him and that he was with us. Mr. Murray gave me his permission. And so I placed the two of you in contact. I just want you to know, Mr. Murray, when I reached out to my son and asked him, did he know you? And he said, yes, he's a good guy. I said, well, he's going to be with me. And he said, oh my God. I just laughed. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So he's like, oh Lord, he's going to be with you. And he just kept saying that. And then eventually he did say, Mom, he's in good hands. He's like, he's with the right person. If there was a person he had to be with at 36th District Court, you are the person. He's like, he does know that you're gonna be harder on him because he know me, right? That he not gonna get no favors. I said, oh, I don't know if he knows it, but he'll find out real soon. Mr. Griffin probably told him, but if not, he'll find out real soon. And so my son spoke ma'am, you have to put on some clothes in my courtroom. I don't know whose client that is, but I'm gonna stop her video every single time. This is court. She's got to put on some clothes. All right. And so, Mr. Murray, I just want you to know that Jordan thinks you're in good hands. I think you're in good hands too, but you are going to work hard. And I know Mr. Griffin has already told you that. So I just want to make sure, full disclosure to everybody, that I don't, and Jordan says you've been to our home a few times as well. And so, yeah, he's like, Mom, he just didn't have that hair. And, you know, he's probably a little skinnier. I'm like, well, you know, y'all all be looking alike. So, but I remember your parents though. All right. So Mr. Murray, I'm going to put your name and case number on the record. It's 222-801-29. State your full name for the record, please, sir.
James Murray.
All right, Mr. Murray, how are you doing so far? You've been with us, you're brand new. How's it going?
So far, so good. No complaints. I kept the Oakland County kept my tether on, so I went to the drug test I was tested for drugs. And as soon as I'm able to get in contact and get my order to Oakland County, I was gonna add the twice a week on there as well.
All right, okay, very good. Now, Mr. Griffin, have we looked at the requirements? Is it Oakland County that's requiring him to wear the tether?
Yeah, Your Honor. I talked to the probation agent. I'm coming out with a letter for removal of the server link. She wanted me to send something over saying that you stated that it can be removed. So we still trying to work through some things because the judge did his order and stuff straight from the bench, and now a probation officer just got assigned to the case. She didn't even realize the case was sent over to us, that the proper paperwork. So she's been trying to talk to her supervisor. So we're just trying to work some things out to get everything where we are supervising the case under our conditions.
All right, very good. And he had on an alcohol tether. How long has he had?
It's been on over 6 months. He got it back in December.
Okay, yes. And so, Mr. Murray, are you ready to have that tether removed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. That means that you're going to do what you're supposed to do, right?
Correct. I couldn't agree more with your judgment, your son's judgment, Mr. Griffin's judgment. Mr. Griffin's judgment. I wouldn't want to be with any other judge, Your Honor. So I'm ready to comply.
All right, Mr. Griffin, make sure you record this today and that you play it back to him if it gets rough, okay? Play it back to him. All right. Listen, Mr. Murray, I gave you that speech last week because you were still lingering in my courtroom, and I meant every single word of it. You will work hard. You will work hard. And so what do you think of it so far? You've only been with us, what? Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah, May the 26th.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of it so far?
So far, so good. I feel like I was in a bit of a limbo, the middle area, before I got transferred from one county to the other. So I just wanted to, like, for example, be proactive, where in Oakland County, I didn't have to drug test, but since I'm switched over to you guys now, I figured out, take that step and put myself on drug testing, even with the alcohol tether on. So just trying to do everything I can do to comply. I feel like I'm really in great hands with yourself and Mr. Griffin. I've enjoyed the process thus far. I mean, as much as you can, enjoy it. I feel like it's going to be for the better. And just hearing the phase 3s and the phase 2s talk about their experiences has already provided, motivation. I can see all the benefits of the program, even now, staying on to listen to the more experienced individuals speak. So no complaints. I've enjoyed it thus far, and, looking to get all the assistance and help I can get from the program and to learn more.
All right. Now, what has been challenging for you, if anything, so far?
Challenging, keep time requirements. So with work, I have certain, hours I want to put in. I'm also progressing to, progress and move forward in my career. So balancing the work aspect with the time aspect of the requirements has probably been the most challenging aspect. It's just, takes a lot of pre-planning and prioritizing ahead of time. So I wouldn't, say it's too much of a hardship, but something I always have to keep in mind and make sure that I'm always in compliance with my requirements.
All right, very good. That time piece is going to be crucial, but listen, we're here to work with you. We're here to work with you, okay? So let us know, communicate with your case manager, because we want you to succeed, but we have to count on you to give us information to help you succeed, okay?
Understood.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me?
Mr. Murray's off to a good start, Your Honor. Man, I'm talking at least a couple times a week, so he's on top of things, just trying to make sure he's in compliance. He's already in outpatient treatment, so I'm waiting to get the reports. He signed releases to release information. Oakland County also had him in another type of treatment program, so waiting to get some feedback on that program also. He's been attending meetings. So, when he first came in, I did have that conversation with him from the beginning, and I said the judge gonna have a conversation with you, so he knew that was coming. So I just let him know, he's very humble. Just to say, he's in a predicament, but he's willing to work his way out of it. And I think he's gonna be a great candidate for this program. I think he's gonna learn a lot that's gonna help him in his career and also in his future. So I look forward to working with him, but he's gonna be okay though.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Murray, do you have any questions for the courtroom or for the team? I'm sorry.
No questions thus far, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Now, you didn't attend our graduation. I think he came to us after graduation, right?
Yep, a week later. Yep, the 26th.
A week later. All right, then you'll have to catch us next year for the big graduation, okay?
And what is the date for the graduation for next year?
It'll be in May sometimes.
May.
It'll be sometime.
Yeah, it's in May. We haven't tied down the date yet, but we usually do it in our Specialty Court Awareness Month, which is May, and that's on a national level. It's May. So,
understood. Thank you.
All right, very good. So work hard, young man. We are here. If you need us, Mr. Griffin, I look forward to getting assessment results. We'll talk about that in staffing.
Okay.
And so until then, Mr. Murray, hang in there and keep going, okay?
Will do. Understood. Look forward to it.
All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Murray?
Your Honor, he'll be coming back to see you via Zoom on June the 20th, 2022, and that'll be at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Murray, did you get that?
June 20th at 8:35, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, have it. I will see you then.
Yep, and I'll give you a call
right.
a little later. I'll get the judge to sign the order, and then I'll get to where to send it over to, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, very good. I believe Mr. Murray is the only phase one we have today.
Your Honor, I do have a phase one on Alfonso Gates.
I keep sending Mr. Gates to a breakout room. Where's Mr. Gates? He didn't come back. Oh, I think I did.
There he
is. Yes, I am. I'm here. They sent me right back, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. I'm sorry, Mr. Gates. I'm sorry. All right, good morning to you. Hang in there with me, Mr. Murray, just for a few minutes.
Okay.
All right. All right. Mr. Gates, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How you doing?
All right. I am well. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in there.
That's good. You look like you're at work.
Yes, I just started at GM probably like a week or two ago. Yeah.
All right, very good. I'm glad for you. Yes, sir. A thumbs up. Yes, sir. A thumbs up. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. 210-575-8701. Mr. Gates, state your full name for me.
Alfonso Gates.
All right. Very good. Mr. Gates, I'm looking at, we got a chance to staff. Couple of things. Yes. Have you connected with Higuera or with DRP?
Not like when I connected with Higuera, they had said like I wasn't eligible or like I wasn't having like a big of a problem enough. So I told Mr. Yancey about that, and he contacted, I believe his name is Eric, to
Oh, that's right. And
reach
so
out to me.
that's why you were referring him. Officer, what you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody's moving the camera.
Huh?
All right. And so, yes, and so Mr. Yancey, we talked about the fact that you would connect with DRP as well as because of his risk and need levels, we may do something a little bit different with him. Mr. Yancey, let me ask you this. Have you been getting test results and levels?
Yes, he's at this time he's negative.
He's completely negative.
Yes.
All right. So are you able to reach out to Detroit Recovery Project to see what they would offer him?
Yes, that's what I referred him to Mr. Killings. He's waiting for Mr. Killings to get an appointment at Detroit Recovery Project.
Okay, very good. And so, Mr. Gates?
Yes.
If Mr. Killing doesn't get back with you today, I don't want you to just wait. I want you to be proactive, okay? And you reach out to him, all right? Because that's very important. Listen, Mr. Gates, can you hear me?
Yes.
I need to make sure you can hear me say that.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I'm just making sure I don't.
I am so proud of you that you are negative for all substances. And I need everybody in the courtroom to let's celebrate him and congratulate him. That is awesome. That is awesome. And you know what substance I'm referring to. That is awesome. I hope that you are going to start seeing a difference in yourself, in your thought process. You do. What's different?
Like, I just like patience for sure. And when they said patience, I totally understood it because it's like and also I just try to like keep myself busy. I feel like if I keep moving and doing like positive things, I just keep my mind off it for sure.
Look at you. You said patience. I love it. I'm going to ask you every time what's different about you, or if you've learned something different or you're seeing something different in yourself. I'm proud of you. How are your babies doing?
Good. You know, so my daughter came.
Wait a minute. I need you to hold the thing up. So
the mic up. I said,
yes.
My daughter came. So yeah, she was born on the 11th. Yeah, she is such a doll. I want you to meet her.
Oh, very good. I love it. Please keep your device on mute. I'm muting people and you're unmuting yourself. That's going to make me push you all the way down to the end of my list. I want you to keep your device on mute until your case is called. Thank you so much. All right. And so, Mr. Gates, she's well. Yes. Mom's well. Is mom doing well also?
Yes, she's doing excellent.
All right. Very good. Very good. Aren't you glad that you're working this program right now?
Yes, I'm so glad. It couldn't happen like at a better time, to be honest. That's what's crazy about it. So I really appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you too, sir. We really do. All right. Let me hear from, were you at the graduation?
Yes, I came to the graduation.
All right. What was your takeaway, if anything?
It was real nice. I didn't expect it to be all of that because if I knew it was like that, I would have got dressed up. I was there in my work clothes and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I really wish I just would have, kind of knew it was that good. I know you was gonna do
now
all
you
that.
know.
Yeah,
now you know.
Exactly, and I can't wait. I can't wait for mine. Honestly,
there you go, sir. I hope you were encouraged. I hope that you were encouraged and inspired to
yes, I was.
Yes, sir, to do something different and to keep working hard.
Exactly.
All right. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team today?
No, not as of now.
No.
No.
All right. Well, I want to get you back to work, so let me hear from your case manager that I'm going to release phase one.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Gates, he's doing well since he's in phase one. And since we haven't solidified treatment yet, I have a lot of contact with him over the phone. I congratulate him on securing a really good job. He's really happy about that. He should be. So we're just working on time management where he can get everything done, still keep his job, keep working the program, keep screening, and we're going to, by the next time you see him, he should be in a program for sure.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Gates?
Yeah, no, we're going to have Mr. Gates come back on June 20th at 8:35.
All right, Mr. Gates, did you get that?
Yes, I got it, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. With that, I am going to now excuse phase one. You all are doing very well. You hit the ground running. You all are working hard. So Mr. Murray and Mr. Gates, continue the great work that you're doing. And I'll see you both in a couple of weeks. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. See you then.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Mr. Rosenthal, good morning to you. Do you need to be placed in the breakout room?
Yes, with retained counsel, Your Honor, and then I can speak with the attorneys. I just don't see Attorney Farina's client on the docket.
Okay, but you all can work that out. I don't want to do housekeeping.
Absolutely.
On the record, so I'll find you. Mr. Farina, I'm gonna place you and Attorney Rosenthal in a breakout room. It'll be breakout room number 3. So please make sure you accept that invitation. It's always good to see you.
Good to see you, Your Honor.
All right. And then there are a few people that are in the courtroom that are, looks like there are 8 cases. Make sure that they have, if you have not seen an attorney or talk with an attorney, please place your thumbs up so I can put you in a breakout room. Do you need to speak with an attorney? You need to speak with an attorney. All right, then Miss Aiken, I am going to send you to a breakout room. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I know I have one in breakout room 1 and one in breakout room number 2. I'm gonna send her to breakout room number 1.
Yes, sir. Thank
Please
you.
accept that invitation. And Mr. Ali Alali, have you seen an attorney, spoke with an attorney? He has a retained attorney. All right. Then you are going to just hold on until we are ready to call your matter. All right, very good. And then is the retained attorney, Sir, if you don't have your camera on, I don't know you in my courtroom. Have you seen an attorney, sir? Mr. Adam Albamaki.
Yes, I did.
All right, thank you. All right, very good. And so when I'm ready for my traffic docket, I'll call it. All right, there is an individual that is on, and Ms. Drew, if you could get that number and call that person. You're on a telephone. I will not be able to service you over the phone. You must physically report to 36th District Court located at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit. Please hang up and come into the courthouse. I will not service you over the telephone. All right, I need one more second, Mr. Yancey. You still have Mr. Adams, and then is there someone else sitting out there that needs to be serviced? That's it, Mr. Adams. All right, give me just 1 second, please. Mr. Griffin, because you referred to me in this letter, this is one that you can sign.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can sign it.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right. Let's Give me a second. For the matter that was a retained matter, I thought I saw Attorney Coleman on. Okay, maybe not.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I'm for Ali Alalali.
Okay, Ms. Coleman.
Good morning, Your
You
Honor.
ready for court this morning?
I am ready for court this morning.
Check your chat. And I'll place you in the breakout room, Attorney Coleman. I've placed Mr. Rosenthal in breakout room number 3. I will place you there as well. Please accept the invitation. All right, Mr. Yancey, are you ready on Mr. Adams?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Adams, if you could join us. Please mute your device, everyone else, until I am ready for your case. If I have to mute your device again, I'm going to place you in a waiting room and you'll be there until I think of you again on sometime today. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Adams, I have the following for you. Case number 12057369001. State your full name for the record, please.
Joe Everett Adams Jr.
All right, thank you, Mr. Adams. How are you this morning?
Okay.
I can't hear you.
Doing okay.
All right, very good. How did you do for the holiday?
No, that's really to report. I pretty much just did myself.
Okay, did you get all of your testing in?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, and no issues.
No issues.
All right, Mr. Adams, I had an opportunity to staff your case with Mr. Yancey, and we have a number of issues with your case. You have a number of outstanding matters that you need to take care of, excluding the SoberLink that you lost.
Yes, ma'am.
I cannot release you from this program until you have paid for that SoberLink. In addition, you have fines and costs that you owe us with respect to your case here, that you've been with us for a long time, should have been paid. You have not paid them. And so while it's my understanding you're going to make a payment today of $400 and something and pay the rest of it by Friday, but you must get it paid. And then I have some concerns all the way around. And so what I indicated to Mr. Yancey is that there are some things that you must accomplish before I release you. Otherwise, you're at the end of your time frame for us. And I'm just going to have to let you do your time at the Wayne County Jail. You've had more than enough time to be in compliance to do the things that you should be doing. And you've just not done them. You've not done them. We've gone up and down and down and up. And now we're at the end of the road, but you put yourself in this place. And so that doesn't mean you just get to have your case closed out and walk away. Nope, you're gonna do your time at the Wayne County Jail and then you can walk away. And you're still gonna pay your fines and costs and replace that SoberLink because you were responsible for it and you lost it, or you put it where somebody could pick it up. And so that's your responsibility. So that's just where I am. Mr. Yancey, we talked about his testing being increased to 3 times a week to keep him on track, because I'm not going to give him another sober link, but you still must test. Also, we talked about him getting his balance paid in full by Friday. Balance to be paid in full by Friday. What is your plan for reimbursement for that sober link?
Well, up here, I was going to sit there, well, up here, speak with them in the calendar and sit there and up there, make up there arrangement, up there, sit there, and pay them every week out of my paycheck, up there, so I'm up there completely, excuse me, and so I completely pay back whatever, up there, what I've put in place.
Okay, and so that'll take him longer, Mr. Yancey. And so, because I need that device paid off. I need that device paid off. Absolutely, absolutely. And so I just.
And if I could,
yes, go ahead,
Your Honor.
Mr. Yancey.
So I did talk to Joel, and they were willing to put him on a payment plan to pay the sober link off. They were fine with that. Mr. Adams did tell me he's making a sizable payment this morning, and he can pay the rest of his balance hopefully by next Monday instead of Friday, but one of those days. I did check his screenings. He's actually screened like the last 3 days in a row, but he has been screening 3 times a week. Those have been negative, which we're happy about that. So I just wanted to report what he has done. And he has paid $490 of his original fine, which leaves him a balance of, I believe, $770 at this time.
Okay, I'm sending you a note, Mr. Yancey. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Yancey. Okay, did you read it, Mr. Yancey?
I did. I think I sent you a response.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, very good. Very good. Okay, so I'm gonna have you come down and have some conversations with Mr. Adams.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there, okay?
That's great, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so I really want to work with you, Mr. Adams, to get things done, okay? Mr. Yancey's gonna have a conversation with you about what that looks like, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Other than that, are you having any issues that you need us to help you with, Mr. Adams?
No, ma'am.
Nothing? Okay, how's your family?
I'd rather not speak on that.
Okay, all right. We'll make sure that if there's something going on that impacts your ability to stay on track, that you have that discussion with Mr. Yancey, okay? So that we can make sure we're helping you wherever we can, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And then, Mr. Yancey, I know that there was an assessment that you were waiting on. I still want that done.
And I did receive it, Your Honor, just recently,
Okay,
Friday.
can we have a
actually.
discussion today
Yeah,
in
yes.
staffing about it?
That'd be
All
great.
right, very good. Very good, very good. All right, do you have any questions for the team this morning, Mr. Adams?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Adams?
Your Honor, if we could have him, if it's necessary, if we could have him come back on June 20th. But it may or may not be necessary, but we want to put him down for June 20th at 8:35, Your Honor. No, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. June 13th. 13th.
Yes, I was gonna say, Mr. Yancey,
Yeah.
we pushing it out.
I'm sorry.
All right, June 13th it is. No problem. June 13th will be your return to court date, okay, Mr. Adams? And that'll be at 8:35 a.m. All right.
So if he could
Yes,
wait for
sir.
me for about 10 minutes, then I'll be down there. I have one more person.
All right, let me have you wait for Mr. Yancey in the courtroom, okay? All right, do well, Mr. Adams. All right, Mr. Yancey, I am ready on Ashton Gordon. Mr. Gordon, are you on and ready to go?
Yes, ma'am, of course.
All right, very good. I have the following for you. I have case number 21SD0028. Mr. Gordon, state your full name for the record, please.
Ashton Julian Gordon.
All right, Mr. Gordon, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. So I just wanted to start by saying, when I went to the graduation, it was a beautiful experience. But I saw someone at the graduation, so I know we don't usually talk about people that, haven't finished the program. But I saw Mr. Twitty, and like seeing Mr. Twitty happy, like seeing you guys' interaction was so beautiful at that graduation because you were so excited to see Mr. Twitty. And I was like, like I hope Judge can see me like that because I know we've had our good days, like I brought my daughter into court and then everything, but I saw you and Mr. Twitty interact and it was just such a beautiful experience. So I'm ready for that day so I can bring both of my girls in so you can see both of my girls. So I just wanted to say, I know Mr. Twitty might not be here right now, but I want him to know, like, I've seen Mr. Twitty like sometimes when I go to jams and I see him doing everything he needs to do. So I just want Mr. Twitty to know that, like, I'll be like, all right, if he can do it, I can do it too. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
No, listen. Okay, so Mr. Gordon, you just let everybody know that when I first met him, I wanted to fight him. I had made the decision that he was not coming to my program. I was not going to accept him. He had a bad attitude. He was a piece of work. And I'm like, and I have my work cut out and I'm using all my energy on the people that are supposed to be with me. And Mr. Gordon's supposed to be in Grand Rapids. Let him stay in Grand Rapids because I'm not dealing with his little bad attitude. And I want to choke him out and everything. And then Mr. Yancey started talking to me. I started talking to Mr. Gordon, and I decided that we were going to work with Mr. Gordon, even though I hemmed him up in that conference room back there with Mr. Yancey.
I know you can cut the cameras off on me. You can told people like, hey, cut the cameras. Don't be live streaming this. Let me talk to Mr. Gordon. Let me talk to Mr. Gordon. Cut the cameras off.
Mute me, because what I want to say. And
yes,
so
ma'am.
listen, Mr. Gordon. I will tell you, I don't know if you remember, I hugged your baby girl. She is beautiful.
You did.
And she was such a good baby. I was so impressed. I was, because if I had mine at that age, they would have probably had to charge me with something new. If I had brought my little ones to court at that age, I would have got picked up some additional charges. But Mr. Gordon, listen, you've kept your word. You've been the man that you said you would be. You've done the things that you said you would do. Your attitude, I've seen the shift in your attitude. And I hope that one day you will share with Mr. Twitty that he encouraged you. And maybe Mr. Twitty will share his story because he has a very unique and inspiring story. It inspires me because this is truly a second or another chance for him. And he is doing the doggone thing. And he doesn't have to, he chooses to. And
Yes,
I'm very, very proud of him as I am of you. And so I'm looking for today to meet both of your girls because I think you're doing a great job with them. You're setting a very good example. And that's just awesome. It's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My oldest just graduated from kindergarten Friday. I was not able to go because obviously, my oldest lives in Florida. I wasn't able to go, but she just graduated from kindergarten. So I got a first grader. Like I was like, I'm getting old. So I have a first grader.
Yes,
I have a first grader now. So it's been great. But thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying to do any and everything that the court asks of me. Anytime that I need anything or I'm having a trouble, Mr. Yancey knows I'm one of the people. I'll call Mr. Yancey. I'll call Mr. Yancey 3-4 times before he answers, or I'll leave him a voicemail. I'll leave him an email just because I want to make sure that I'm doing right. Like there's certain things in my life I know that I have not done right. But in this situation, this is something that, I'm taking the time to make sure I do right.
Yes, sir. And you're doing it. You are doing it. Look, Mr. Gordon, I didn't know your baby was graduating from kindergarten. Congratulations to you. And you better enjoy every moment, because once they get to first grade, it's like they take off, and then you'll be at a high school graduation and then a college graduation. And so, but I want to encourage you that I know she's in Florida. So when you need to travel, there's a procedure or a process you have to follow, but do it, especially for something like that. Do it with your case manager, and just, it's not a cumbersome process, but it is one that we have to follow. So make sure you do it, okay? Especially when it comes to the kids.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
very good. Are you having any difficulties, any challenges that you need us to help you with?
No, ma'am. Work's going good. Being in heat, that opportunity y'all gave me to be in heat has been great because, how I speak. I speak very, I'm very articulate, but, sometimes that can be a detriment just because, some people look at you a little bit differently. They think a lot of people, when I speak the way I do, a lot of people say, oh, he thinks he's better than us, all these things. And then being in heat and being able to have conversations with people that look just like me, that understand what I'm going through, it makes everything so much better.
Oh my goodness. I'm definitely going to pass that comment and observation on to the two gentlemen that are responsible for bringing the HEAT program to Detroit, Michigan, Mr. Turpin and Mr. Wheeler, because I still keep in touch with them because they inspired me so much when they were here. And so, listen, I'm going to pass that message on, because the heat is something that the world needs to hear about, and especially in urban cities. They do. We need it. We need
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Absolutely. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you. All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you have from Mr. Gordon?
Yeah, Mr. Gordon, he's working hard. He has to. We've had some ups and downs, so hopefully it's just going to be a lot more ups than anything. We just need him to continue to work really hard. Heat seems to be a really good fit for him. We want him to continue that. His screenings are great. Kent County has reached out to me, and they're really concerned about how well he is or isn't doing, and how well he continues to do in our program. It's going to have a lot of impact on some decisions in the near future. So we just don't want him to slow up with his efforts. And other than that, he's doing well, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Gordon, if nothing else, let's get your return to court date.
Your Honor, we want to do a 1035 face-to-face with him on June 20th of this year.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, ma'am. June 20th, or face-to-face with Mr. Yancey. And I just want to say, like, if anyone in the courtroom does not have an advocate like Mr. Yancey, you need to find one. Mr. Yancey has been like probably one of the greatest things. Like when I see Mr. Yancey at the graduation, I was concerned because I was like, there's a grill unattended when I seen Mr. Yancey. When I see Ms. Yancey at the graduation. So I just want people to know, like, sometimes, obviously we see our probation officer and we see things and we don't understand that they want us to be better. So Mr. Yancey has really made me want to be better, because I don't want to let Mr. Yancey down. Like at first I didn't have that relationship, but as we've gone through all these processes, Mr. Yancey has been my greatest advocate. He's really showed me, like, look, I know you can do it, but I need you to show me you can do it. And like just telling it to me and then showing me like, okay, Mr. Gordon, you got it. And I was like, okay, Mr. Yancey, like I don't just want to do it for myself to be good. I want to do it to show Mr. Yancey that he was right for giving me his opportunity.
Mr. Gordon.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
Mr. Gordon.
You're about to make me cry over here. Go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
You cannot get off earlier saying that about me, but I just want to say, No, I appreciate it. I just want to say that, you know, when you make yourself proud, then you make everybody else proud. So, you know, and that's for everybody in the courtroom. Once you start doing this for yourself and feeling like you deserve it for yourself, you deserve sobriety, you know, you deserve good employment, good friendships, just good everything. When you feel like you're deserving, you know, that self-esteem goes up, everything blossoms. And, you know, once you do that for yourself, then everybody around you is happy for you. They'll bend over backwards. They'll work after hours for you, all kinds of stuff. So once you start doing it for yourself, you know, you'll be surprised how many people that you weren't sure were with you just fall into place. So just keep it up. And that's just for not only you, but just for everybody who can hear me that's still left in the courtroom.
Yes, sir, of course.
All right. Very good. And Mr. Gordon, you used the right word, but they call them probation officers, but Mr. Yancey has certainly been an advocate for you, as you know. He has been an advocate.
I know. Everybody tells me every time, you know, they be like, I don't know how you got Mr. Yancey to be nice to you. Because Mr. Yancey will go right, send you right to King County.
Yes, he will. Yes,
I
he will.
greatly appreciate Mr. Yancey for everything he's done, everything he has done, everything he will do for me. So, you know, if I got to spend, you know, I'm gonna finish the program. However, I'm still gonna reach back out to Mr. Yancey whenever I decide to finish, whenever I can finish the program. I don't want to finish it early and try to skip steps. I want to make sure I take every step possible on the journey. And, you know, having Mr. Yancey in my corner on this journey has been something that I never thought I needed. You know, I've been a very arrogant person. I just need myself. But Mr. Yancey has shown me it's okay to have somebody in your corner that believes that you can do something that you don't think you can do. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that Mr. Yancey has been a very inspirational piece and a very pivotal piece in this journey for me.
And if all the case managers are, you know, are really
Yes,
good.
they are.
And so, you know, we're just
Yes,
here.
they
We
are.
appreciate it.
Yes. All right. If nothing else from Mr. Gordon, I'm going to excuse you and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. You know, great seeing y'all at the graduation and everything. Hopefully next year or the year after, I'm sitting right there with y'all. So you can tell the long soliloquy you told about your last graduate that you had to say. You know, like yeah, this tall person right here. Like I remember that story so vividly. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Mr. Howell. I love Mr. Howell. Yes. All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Gordon, take good care of yourself. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to leave.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, I am going to go to Mr. Rhodes. You joined us late. This time I'm gonna do it. Next time I'm gonna put you after my retained attorneys. Y'all have to get on early. I give first preference to our specialty court. And if y'all get on late, y'all gonna have to wait it out. Let's do it. I have case numbers SP 111-50292 and case number 200-619-3401. State your full name for me, Mr. Rhodes.
Michael Laverne Rhodes. Good morning, Your Honor. I deeply apologize for my excuse late. Somehow, Your Honor, my postals that I'm getting sent is crazy. I was here earlier, June the 2nd. I was too early. Now I'm here June 6th. I was too late. Please excuse my tardiness. It's not like me.
I know it's not. All right, Mr. Rhodes.
I had a
You doing all right?
Yes, ma'am. I had a past difficult last 2 weeks. This last 2 weeks been very difficult for me. Far as outside things, events that occurred. You know, last Friday during the holiday weekend, I got bit by a dog over to my niece's. Pit bull snapped at my ankle. I stayed in Henry Ford Hospital for like about 8 hours. I got shot 8 times. vaccine shot and the other shot. And then I had to go back to the hospital this weekend. You know, I'm got some little health issue that's going on, and it's really kind of, you know, upsetting me. You know, they kind of say that my pancreas got inflammation on it and it swelled.
Okay.
Got to really watch what I eat. And
Okay.
the medication that they gave me, they tried to give me at first was Oxycontin and Narco. I didn't receive them. Then they gave me acceptabine with codeine in it. And it's been helping relieve the pain. I haven't abused them. You know, I only take it when I hurt and say take every 8 hours. I only try to been taking one a day. And it's been relieving the pain. Then they gave me another medicine
Okay,
to take.
Mr. Rhodes, hold on. I don't want you to put your medical stuff. I know you know we Zoom live, and so I don't want you to put your medical stuff. And I was trying to type you a chat to say that, but my finger's not moving fast enough. So I want you to have some conversation with Ms. Robs about those medical concerns, Ms. Robs, and then you can share them. And certainly we're here to help you stay on board, to help you still be able to work your program and do what's best for you, okay?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
of course, we're gonna let your doctors be doctors, all right?
Okay.
All right, very good. I hate to hear you got bit by a dog, but I'm glad that you are all right, sir.
Yes, yeah. I was going after my little great nephew, and I guess the dog thought I was trying to attack the baby, and he snapped at me. Yeah, and it was I seem to be okay. You know, I'm healed. I heal fast, and I'm back to work, and everything is good. You know, I just got my home group in a meeting out the way. I'm attending that with service work with it. And everything is on schedule, you know, moving forward.
All right, very good, very good.
And one
All
more,
right.
the
Yes,
experience,
sir.
the experience at the graduation was so outstanding. It really
Yes.
gave me another look at this program, what it's set for, and how it's really helping me. Because every time I have the energy to engage and plugging in this program, being on Zoom and listening to everything that this program offering, how it's helping us men in this society. It's a God gift program, I want to say. And it just gives me more motivation to be consistent and moving forward in this program. You know, I was so impatient at one time trying to get this all over with, but now I'm learning how to be patient and receptive for what it is. It's something that's keeping me straight. It's keeping me thinking, and it's also making me consistent for as handling the steps in the business that I must obtain and take care of on this journey.
All right, very good. I want to encourage you to keep going, Mr. Rhodes. Keep going, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep going. All right, Ms. Robs, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Rhodes?
Your Honor, I did have a conversation with Mr. Rose. We do have some things that we need to discuss with regard to some of the things that he did put on the record. Outside of that, Your Honor, Mr. Rose continues to test. Here, I just learned on today with regard to the medical situations and the medications, but Mr. Rose is scheduled to come down to the court on tomorrow so that we can discuss that in person. He is still at Elmhurst, Your Honor. He is still complying with his therapist there. He does continue to see Mr. Harper 2 times per week. I'm going to reach out to Mr. Harper on today as well. We did discuss, Your Honor, some goals with regard to one accomplishment that he has achieved, which was getting his family back together with his niece and oldest brother, which is closest to him. So he is working towards that and working on that and make some progress. Outside of that, Your Honor, he is in phase 2. So there is a couple other things that we do need to get taken care of with regard to, his community service. So I will be discussing those things with him on tomorrow, once he comes to the court. And I'll be sure, Your Honor, to report back the information that I have for the team to know. But other than that, Your Honor, his previous screens have all been negative and no issues to report at this time.
All right, very good, very good. What's next for Mr. Rhodes?
Your Honor, if I can have Mr. Rhodes come to court for a face-to-face, come to court for a face-to-face June 20th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. If nothing else from any of the other team members, I'm going to release Mr. Rhodes at this time. All right, Mr. Rhodes, do well.
Have a great day, Your Honor.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye. All right, Ms. Ross, I'm gonna switch now and go over to my my traffic cases for retained counsel. That's where I'll start first. Ms. Ross, Mr. Cedric McCullough-Harrell is in my courtroom. And so if you could fill me in on what's going on, he's sitting in the box. That's not a good place to sit in my courtroom. And so just fill me in because I'm not aware of what's going on.
Yes, Your Honor. As reported on his previous court date of
wait, Ms. Ross, fill me in, text me or chat me.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right. With that, Mr. Farina, did you find out whether or not your client should be in my courtroom?
Yes, I did speak with the prosecutor. They have the wrong name on the tickets. So I did show the driver's license to the prosecutor. We're going to dismiss that case. There's a second one that he got a ticket on as well, which we're going to set that for trial and have the officer come in.
All right, very good. And so can you give me the name that's on the docket for the first matter?
Yes, it's Ali Al-Mohammed Sharaf, S-H-A-R-A-F.
And he's on my docket right now?
Yes, on the Sharaf.
I done lost my tea.
Okay, I need you all to mute your stuff. Oh, just getting on my nerves. I don't know why you would unmute yourself and you're talking all over my record. I'm sorry, counsel. Ms. Drew, help me out. I'm not seeing his case. Okay. Oh, yes, I do. I see it. I see it. So that's the first one, the false information ID. Is that the one that the people are recommending a dismissal on?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me call it. Let me get that file, Ms. Drew, SP 120-815-51. Counsel, your appearance.
Roger Farina, P62269. On behalf of, actually it's Mohammed Ali Al-Badani, who they have on the ticket as Mr. Ali Al-Mohammed Sharaf.
All right, thank you. Sir, please have your client place his name on the record for me.
Mohammed Sharaf Ali Al-Badani.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. One more time.
Mohammed Sharaf Ali Al-Badani.
All right, thank you and good morning to you, sir. All right, Mr. Farina, you have indicated that the people have recommended to dismiss this matter without prejudice. He's on the 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor, and no objection.
All right, then I am dismissing that particular matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause, counsel.
Yes, so stipulated, Judge.
Thank you, then the matter is dismissed without prejudice. Now, counsel, what is the second matter?
It's SP 119-38671, a prohibited left turn.
Is that on? I'm sorry.
It's not. It was defaulted under the same wrong name, but the prosecutor said if we could put it on the docket for a trial date, then he can have the officer here and talk to the officer.
Oh, but it's not currently on my docket. Is that correct?
It's not,
All
Your Honor.
right, thank you so much. So we'll add it. Give me that case number again.
Yes, Your Honor. It's SP 11938671.
All right, you broke up a little bit. This is what I have, SP 119-38671. Is that correct?
That is correct. Under the same name, Ali Al Mohammed Sharaf.
All right, thank you so much, counsel. And so with respect to that particular matter, it's already in default. And so the people have indicated that they're willing to set aside the default judgment and schedule the matter for a formal hearing. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then that's exactly what I will do. I will set aside the default. I am going to schedule a formal hearing. And that formal hearing date will be, it'll be Friday, June 24th at 11:00 a.m.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Be safe.
You do the same. Thank you. All right, here you go, Miss. All right, counsel, other retained counsel.
Your Honor, good morning.
No, there was another attorney. You have to sign in with check in with my court clerk. You're an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need you to be attorney. And so I'm gonna need you to call in with my court clerk and then check in, okay?
All
and
right.
then I'll pull your matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss, put me on mute for a second. Miss Drew, when this attorney calls in, attorneys need to dress. All right. Attorney Coleman, are you ready to proceed on your matter?
I am. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Give me
Mr.
the name
Ali,
of your
please put your
client,
screen
please.
on.
Give me the name of your client.
Ali Alalali.
All right, very good. I have it. I have case number SP 123-38392. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor, and your court. And it is wonderful to always hear about the amazing things going on in the court. And I look forward to attending one of your graduations. Again, it's been a while. Delisha Taylor Coleman, P56278 on behalf of Mr. Ali Alalali.
All right, thank you, and it's so good to see you. All right, thank you. You're a little bit delayed on my side, so you're good. All right, good to see you as always. Sir, let me have you place your full name on the record.
Ali Al-Ali.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
At this time, I've had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor and provide documentation, and they would dismiss without prejudice.
All right, is there a stipulation of probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you both. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed
All right,
day,
take
everyone.
care. You do the same. All right, very good. Let's see, there was another attorney that was on. Did we put him in a breakout room or is he still with us? If not, I'm gonna keep going. Just give me 1 second. Okay, somebody needs to mute their device because I don't know where your sound, what that sound is. And that's that telephone that just won't, did you call that phone number? All right, I'm satisfied that we have tried to reach out to them and let them know that I cannot see them over the phone. And so I'm good. All right, just give me 1 second, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, and then I'll be ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's do it. Who do we have up first?
Judge, I have Miss Ayala for dismissal, valid documentation.
All right, very good. I have case number SP 123-06151. Ms. Ayala, please state your full name for the record. Unmute for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Tanya Ayala.
She don't have files. We don't have files. Yes, we're fine. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I'm calling Ayala. All right. Thank you, Ms. Ayala. There's a motion, Mr. Reed, from the people. Is that correct, to dismiss her
correct.
matter without prejudice?
That's correct, Your Honor. Valid documentation. We would join in that motion and we would stipulate the probable cause. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Then I am going to dismiss the matter without prejudice. Thank you so much, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your day and thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Drew, I can do ROAs if that's quicker. Okay, all right. I
Judge-
have Mr. Ficus. Go right ahead.
I'm trying to move in ahead of Mr. Reed for a minute, Judge. If we could do Mr. Albarnacki.
All right, very good. I have case number SP 114-59961. Sir, please unmute and state your full name for the record.
Adam Albarnacki.
Thank you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge. In this matter, because he showed proper documentation, there is a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation, stipulate the probable cause.
All right, very good. I am dismissing the matter without prejudice. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Honor.
All right.
Judge, I have Miss Akins.
All right, Ms. Aiken, you can unmute for me. I have the following: SP 116-09931. State your full name for me.
Tamika D. Aiken.
All right, good morning, Ms. Aiken.
Good morning.
All right, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Judge, because there's valid documentation, there's a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation and we stipulate the probable cause, Your Honor.
It's a good day. Y'all done got everybody's dismissals today. All right, Ms. Aiken, your matter is dismissed as well. Do well, and thank you for your patience this morning.
You have a blessed day.
You too, thank you. All right. Who do we have up next?
I believe that's it, Your Honor.
I'm finished, Judge.
That's it? Nobody's in the waiting room? The breakout room, I'm sorry? No?
I believe so.
All right, very good. All right. Let's see. I need to call the remainder of my docket.
I wasn't sure, Your Honor. Was it you guys that gave me a call? I was in 434, so I'm sorry.
No.
No?
I don't know that we did. Did we?
Yes, I did.
Oh, the officer said yes, he did,
Okay.
I think that's been taken care of.
but it's been taken care of.
Awesome. Sorry about that.
Nope, you're good. I didn't know what it was, so it's taken care of.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All
We're
right.
just a little short, but we're making it happen. And then I guess we got some stuff this afternoon.
Yes, we do. We have arraignments and hearings this afternoon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll see you.
Which will be arraignments, so.
At so come back at 1:30, Your Honor, because no trials.
No trials.
Yes, if you all could get on, but you've given all the offers already, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll get on around 1:15.
Okay, very good,
Thank you.
very
Thank
good.
you.
Yep.
It's not a lot of people, they just have a lot of tickets.
No, Your Honor. And if you guys need me beforehand, just let me know, Madam Clerk, attorneys, anybody, just let me know, Your Honor. Anyone, I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Rosenthal.
I'll see you guys in the afternoon. Have a
right.
good lunch.
Thank you.
All right, oh, we gonna get one, looks like it. All right. All right, I'm loving it. All right, Ms. Rouse, I read the chat, I just don't know how to respond to it. I'm not ignoring you. Ms. Rouse was so nice. She said, Judge, could you please check the chat? I read it, I just don't know how to respond. Because let me tell you what I'm not gonna deal with on any day is defiance. I'm not. Defiance will jack up your life. I'm not. So you have to give me a moment, Ms. Rouse. And I still need to finish talking to you anyways, but you'll have to give me a moment to figure out what I'm going to do. Because what I will not do is deal with defiance. I won't do it. Is this a transfer case?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
And isn't it a transfer case with jail time attached to it in the transfer and county?
I don't know that.
No, no, Your Honor, they transferred him because of his location, but they didn't have any jail time in advance with him.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm thinking about transferring back because see, I can help with alcohol. They have equipped me to be able to help people with drug addiction. They have equipped me to help people with homelessness, with needing employment, with needing educational opportunities. They have equipped me with a number of things. They've equipped me with a number of things. Defiance, I don't have a program. I don't have anybody, they've not equipped me with dealing with defiance, especially for things that are so easy to do. I'm not equipped, so I need to think about it. And I'll be thinking all day today till about 4. What time you leave today, Ms. Robbs?
Excuse me, Your Honor, 4:30.
Okay, so see me about 4:15. About 4:15. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will have thought of something. All right, thank you. All right, I need to call the remainder of my docket for the morning. I have Javante Allen. Javante Allen was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. with an arraignment on the bench warrant. I have the following: SP 3743, counts 1, 2, and 3, as well as SP 121-03-031. And Mr. Allen did not return, so KPS will issue. The bond will be set at $25 cash or surety as to each matter. I'm dropping down to the 9:30 a.m. docket. I have for Misbah Ahmed, case number SP 1087916, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1256418, counts 1 and 2. All 4 matters were scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant. KPS will issue. The bond will be set at $25 cash or surety as to each matter. I'm now going to the 10:30. I'm sorry. There's a 10:35 for Crystal Lane. Ms. Robbs, is that you? Is Ms. Robbs still on? I just realized I had a 10:35 for you. Let me call that one. I have case number Z8060021. What's going on with Ms. Lane?
Your Honor, Ms. Lane is back in compliance with testing. She did follow up with Dr. Alexander. She's began her 8 1-hour classes. She's also began her community service as of last Sunday, to my understanding. So she's back on task, Your Honor.
All right, no issues.
No issues, Your Honor.
Did she do well during the holiday?
Yes, she did.
She did. She's such a good person.
Yes, Your Honor.
She is. She just sometimes. All right, very good. What's next for Ms. Lane?
Your Honor, a return to court date of June 20th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, I have it. I have it. All right. I am ready to now call the 10:30 docket, and then that will be it for the morning. And then we do have staffing today. We have a number of things we've got to get ready for. Our first site visit is coming up, and I'm excited. Ms. Robbs, you have the docket, the veterans docket for tomorrow. You have a couple of people on tomorrow. I'm not going to start until 10 o'clock a.m. Okay?
Yes.
10 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I need to make sure everybody knows that. I'm going to start at 10 o'clock on tomorrow. All right. And then I'm in good shape. Yep. All right. Very good. With that, let's go to the 10:30 a.m. docket. I have for Ali Al-Zawi, case number SP 113-74521. Ms. Drew, did he pay that one?
Yes, Judge, paid in full.
All right, then we're going to close that particular matter, and then the following matter will be dismissed. 184978601, dismissed without prejudice. For Assad Al-Said, I have, please say adjourned, SP 124-72462 and SP 124-74551. Did he pay he must have paid his civil infraction.
Yes.
All right, so those 2 matters would be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay.
All right, very good. For Hamza Al-Garabli, I have SP 126-014-61, case number SP 126-0041, counts 2 and 3. It looks like Mr. Al-Garabli paid the civil infractions, and so these 3 matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay.
I have for Shahida Ali, case number SP 123-1874, count 1. Did she pay?
No, Judge.
She did not pay.
She still has a balance of $220.
All right, KPS will issue. The bond will be set at $220, cash or surety, which is the amount that she owes. And then as to count 2, there will be a capias, and that will be a personal bond. I have for Renee Austin, SP 124-89561 and SP 124-87841. Ms. Austin must have paid her civil infraction.
Judge, I see the first one, this civil infraction was not paid, it's still a balance of $120.
Oh, that is a civil infraction. All right, so that civil infraction, my apologies, will be a default judgment. And then the second matter, which is not a civil infraction, that will be a capias with a personal bond. All right, and I think I've called everything. Did I miss anything, Ms. Drew?
No, you did not, ma'am.
All right, very good. Then we are in great shape. We are going to add that matter that if you haven't done also already, that counsel added for his client.
Yes.
For the formal hearing on June 24th. Also, we are going to add Mr. Cedric McCullough Harrell.
Okay.
All right, very good. And then we are going to be adjourned until, if you all could come back at 1:15. We'll try to get it done, and we still have staffing. So maybe one of you could do this and one can do staffing. We're gonna try to work it out.
Yes,
We can do that.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Sires. I'll see you back at 1:15
You're
for
welcome.
our afternoon.
All righty.
Thank you.
All right.